This episode of Marijuana Today Daily is brought to you by our friends over at ease.com, California's top one-stop website for legal marijuana delivery, and now a national provider of legal hemp-derived CBD products via their new platform at easewellness.com. Thanks everyone at Ease for supporting today's news. Good morning, Marijuana Nation. It's Monday, February 25th, 2019, and you're tuned in to episode 671 of Marijuana Today Daily. I'm your host, Shay Gunther, and I'll be walking you through today's marijuana news and headlines. As always, we have a full and busy day of cannabis news in our hands, so let's jump right into it. Marijuana Moments Kyle Yeager puts together a great story assembling the various cannabis comments made by 5 U.S. governors on Friday at a conference held by Politico. This is a story that you need to click over to for sure to catch all of the videos of Governors Jared Polis of Colorado, Kate Brown of Oregon, Ned Lamont of Connecticut, Kristi Noem of South Dakota, and Gary Herbert of Utah, answering various marijuana-related questions ranging from adult use to medical and industrial hemp. Governor Polis was strong in stating his support of Colorado's healthy legal cannabis industry, while Governor Herbert of Utah said that he thought federal law needed to change to better facilitate research on medical cannabis. One of the more interesting comments came from Governor Lamont of Connecticut, who said that he talked with neighboring Governor Gina Raimondo of Rhode Island about coordinating on cannabis-related policy. Again, open this story up today. Multi-state cannabis operator MedMen just released a 2-minute commercial shot by famed filmmaker Spike Jonze about the normalization of legal cannabis. The ad is part of a larger campaign around that idea that also looks at the racial injustices baked into the system of cannabis prohibition. Swing over to Katie Shapiro's piece over at Forbes for all the details on how this spot, which stars actor Jesse Williams of the TV show Grey's Anatomy, came together. MedMen is running the ad online, obviously, and has also bought space for it to run ahead of movies in 300 theaters in the 5 states where they have operations: California, Arizona, Nevada, Illinois, and New York. Marijuana Moments new writer Evan Johnson has wasted no time in jumping to the top of our headlines as he rounds out today's 3 most important stories with news out of New Mexico, where on Saturday, state lawmakers in both the state House and Senate voted in favor of different pieces of legislation allowing for some measure of adult use cannabis. In the House, a bill was passed 7-3 out of the Judiciary Committee that would set up a taxed and regulated sales system for adult use cannabis, while also allowing for home grow and for the expungement of certain kinds of marijuana-related past offenses. The Senate's version, which was voted 5-0 out of the Public Affairs Committee, is more restrictive, with no expungement provisions while also banning home grow and limiting sales to state-owned shops, similar to how states like New Hampshire sell hard liquor. As Evan is reporting, the House bill will now head to the floor at large for consideration, while the Senate's version needs to pass through 2 more committees before it can see a vote by the Senate at large. Those are our top stories for today. It's time for Marijuana Today Daily Headlines Blitz. Before we blitz it in headlines, let's quickly thank our sponsor, ease.com, California's top one-stop website for legal marijuana delivery, and now a national provider of legal hemp-derived CBD products via their new platform over at easewellness.com. Swing over to ease.com today to check out all the different adult use products up for order in California, with orders landing at your door in less than an hour, assuming it's during legal delivery hours and that you're in a part of the state where Ease is active. Grab some $15 Old Pal 8ths, Happy Sticks $35 PAX Era packs, or some $16 edibles from Plus. You'll find all kinds of great adult use products for order over at ease.com, spelled E-A-Z-E. Thanks everyone at Ease for supporting today's news. All right, time for the Blitz. Evan Johnson grabs a bookend twofer today with the story about a joint resolution passed late last week in Florida's Senate that would amend the state's constitution to give citizens the right to, quote, possess, use, and cultivate cannabis, unquote. If the resolution, introduced by Orlando Senator Randolph Bracy, manages to find its way to passage, it would put the ultimate question to Florida voters to decide upon in 2020. Colorado Public Radio takes an insightful look at how their state's legal cannabis industry governs investment into state legal marijuana businesses. In short, Colorado state law bans outside investors from putting money into the state's cannabis businesses. That's made it harder for some of the state's larger companies to finance larger deals and acquisitions, which has become more of an issue week by week as the industry has matured. This is a good storyline to have a solid handle on, so I'd pop over to give it a read. With another click-worthy story, Global News has a piece up about some new numbers just released by Stats Canada with some helpful statistics broken down by the province-by-province level for sales. It's good data and it's free, which are two things you should never pass up. Random side note, I kind of love that there was no data reported from none of it. That's awesome. All right, getting serious again. Marijuana Business Daily's chart of the week breaks down how Valentine's Day sales have fared for legal adult use cannabis over the last 3 years. According to data from Flow Hub, Valentine's Day gave a 7% boost to adult use sales in Alaska, Colorado, and Oregon, with this year's estimated total for those 3 states landing just over $3 million. As with all their charts of the week, this one has some good background and context, so maybe not a bad story to open up. As always, we have all the news we cover linked to on our website at mjtodaydaily.com and on our Twitter account at mjtodaydaily. The Canna blog takes an educational dive into the world of now legal industrial hemp, which was just made federally legal in last year's 2018 Farm Bill, but that still has a maze of complexities associated with it, tied to the lack of any kind of guidelines or laws for how it should actually be treated. We've seen that manifest in a couple of cases so far where police have seized large shipments of industrial hemp, notably in Idaho, where the Canna blog looks at how the seized hemp is being treated. As they have it, it's not being given back to its rightful owners, at least not yet. If you do any kind of business in hemp, you should probably read this story. John Schroyer over Marijuana Business Daily has an interesting piece up about a credit union in California that has had to halt taking applications from legal cannabis businesses seeking banking services due to the overwhelming demand it's seen for those accounts. The North Bay Credit Union said it has hundreds of applications to go through and for now has to turn away new applicants while they process those they've already received. We end the day on a very funny note with Don Young, a 78-year-old former NBA coach, saying late last week during a Golden State Warriors press conference that he's been, quote, smoking some pot, unquote, when asked about his life as a retiree in Hawaii. You have to open this one up for the link to the video of Nelson's reply because I'm not doing it any justice, and it's awesome. Nelson, who has a very long and storied career coaching the Milwaukee Bucks, the New York Knicks, the Dallas Mavericks, and the Warriors, went on to say, quote, I never smoked when I played or coached, so it's new to me. I'm doing that, and I'm having a pretty good time. It's more legal now than it's ever been, so I'm enjoying that, unquote. Those are the headlines and news for the day. I'll be back with you again tomorrow morning with another information-packed episode of Marijuana Today Daily. But in the meantime, if you have any stories to share or feedback to give, zip us an email to headlines@mjtodaydaily.com. And while you're clicking around the interwebs, swing over to our Twitter account at mjtodaydaily. Visit our website at mjtodaydaily.com to find links to all the news we cover. Thanks to our sponsor, Ease, and to all of our awesome patron listeners for the support that makes this show possible. To join the lesser ranks of the patron listeners yourself, swing over to our website at mjtodaydaily.com and click on that big blue button at the top of the page that says Become a Patron. I'm your host, Jay Gunther. Thanks for tuning in and starting your day with marijuana today.
One take, Shay. One take.